Hip Hop since 1987.com.
Terrell Thomas, and we're here in Atlanta right now at STK, and I'm with NBC star Larenz Tate. Now you got a special series that'll be coming out, Game of Silence, and you play a character named Tony. Talk to me a little bit about this.
Yeah, first of all, I like the fact that it's ATL, STK. We are doing a show on NBC. The show is Game of Silence, and actually, man, we changed the character's name in the pilot from Tony, and now it's Sean. So Sean Cook is who I play. It's a show about a group of childhood friends who grew up and they haven't seen each other in about 25 years. Well, they all sort of resurface in each other's lives when a dark secret from their past resurfaces, and they have to sort of right the wrongs of their past, man. They had a real tough upbringing, and so as adults, they're like, yo, man, we might need to get some revenge. So it's a great show, a 1 hour drama, and you know, NBC is really excited about this show because it feels like a cable show, not necessarily your typical primetime network show where it's really PC. We pushed the envelope on this, man. There's some great diversity in it, and I'm happy that you know, they wanted me to come and rock with them.
How did you get the role? How did you come about getting the role and, you know, doing everything with NBC?
Well, you know, NBC came to me. They wanted to give me a few shows. One of them was like a comedy. Another one was something that I just didn't feel like it was the right fit. And this one, they brought to me, and I was like, yeah, I like this a lot. You know, just because I like the friendship, I like that loyalty and that brotherhood that they got going on in it, and so it made sense for me.
Now, you've definitely been doing your thing in film for a long time. You have definitely a dope resume. Right. But moving into the TV world, what was that like for you?
It was good, man. You know, I had guys like Omar Epps and Mekhi Phifer. You know, Mekhi was on ER for a long time. You had guys like Omar that was on House, and they was like, yo, man, you got to get back to that, you know, that TV is where it's at. And then, you know, guys like Don Cheadle and everybody was doing television, and it just made a lot of sense for me because we don't always get the same opportunities as, you know, actors who happen to be of color in movies like we used to. And so TV seems to have a little bit more opportunities and doing things that, you know, challenge us, and we're not doing the same kinds of things, man. So it made a lot of sense for me to, you know, start doing TV.
Now, what else are you working on? Will you be taking on any other roles with NBC, as you mentioned, or do you have any films in the work, anything like that?
Well, right now, this is the one thing that I'm focused with NBC at the moment, but I do have a project that's coming out. My brothers and I, we are producers, man. We have a production company, Tateman Entertainment. We got a little movie that we produced called Beta Test, a little action film. We also got a movie called Deuces, which I star alongside Megan Good, Lance Gross, Lala Anthony, my man Rotimi from Power, and we produced that along with Queen Latifah's company, Flavor Unit.
Okay.
And also I'm doing a project with Laurence Fishburne this summer.
Oh, that's major. That's amazing. Now, outside of a movie and film, when you're not doing TV, I know you're a big sports fan. Just recently did something with the Chicago Bulls. They fighting to get the 8th spot.
My God.
Talk to me about your love for the Bulls, and will they make the playoffs?
Listen, I'm hoping that they win something, man. You know, these last few games are gonna be, you know, very crucial. And if we don't get these games, man, that's it for us, man. And I don't know if, you know, next year they're gonna shake up the team or not, man. But we don't seem to be a defensive minded team anymore. We just give up way too many points, and it's all about offense, and that's cool. But like, you know, defense is what got us where we were and are. Or it got us where we used to be, and now where we are is just like all offense, and that ain't working.
Before I let you go, I gotta ask you, as every game mentioned to you, have a very deep love for sports. You also have a love for hip hop.
Yeah.
One of the guys that's been deep in our hearts for sports and hip hop is Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
He'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame coming up soon. You know, I saw you give a little shout out and dedication to that. Yeah. Talk to me about Allen Iverson and his role in our culture, not just hip hop, but the urban culture period.
Yeah, that's my man Bubba Chuck, man. He's a good friend of mine. Somebody that I'm glad and honored to call a friend. He has meant so much. He's made an impact in our culture. He was a guy that was always comfortable in his own skin. He was never going to let someone tell him who he should be. and we all got to tip our hats off to him for being a groundbreaker in that sense. His game spoke for itself, and at the end of the day, when he's doing his job on the court, that's all that really matters. What he does in his personal life is what he does. That's on him, because people come to see him play ball and put up those numbers, not what he's gonna wear to the game. You know what I mean? Or if he's gonna come to a practice. Practice? We talking about practice? I mean, this AI. That's Bubba Chuck. You know what I'm saying? He used to put guys on skates, man. And again, I'm happy that he's been inducted, and he's made a huge impact on our culture.
We'll be looking out for your character, Sean, on NBC. Let them know one more time, Game of Silence, when they can actually check your show out.
The show premieres April 12th, Tuesday after The Voice, 10 p.m., 9 Central, and then our regular schedule, Thursdays, 10 p.m., 9 Central on NBC.
Terrell Thomas, hip hop since 1987 here at STK with the one and only Larenz Tate. Make sure you check his show out on NBC and stay tuned to Hip Hop since 1987.
Hip Hop since 1987.com.